Hey guys, so I noticed in the comments that someone asked whether I could show my equips, and then I realized that I've really only been showing them when I've been streaming, so yeah, I figured it would be a good time this week to go through the equips that I've got and just talk you through like what I'm going to be upgrading and what my plans are for the next couple of weeks in terms of cubing and whatnot. So yeah, this is my range without any buffs on. Yeah, I've got 3 attack there and 3 attack there, so I can put those pets away. And then there's just the buff for my lightning god ring, but it's pretty much my clean range. So yeah, I'll put these away. If that thing would actually listen. There we go. Alright. So that's my clean range. Can we get rid of this? No, it's not. Alright. So yeah, I've got my Golex rings here. These are the things that I've been working on most recently in terms of just cubing, and yeah, so I unique potted this ring and chucked a red cube on it. It isn't in any of the recent videos because it was just one random red cube, because it got bad unique stats when it was revealed, and it went 6 all stat, 6 all stat, 6 int. So it's technically a good mage ring since it's got weapon attack and magic attack on it, but it's still beneficial for me being 12% all stat. And then yeah, so superior, like I've got a full superior set, and then reinforced and solid ring and lightning god ring. So they're pretty much the best combination of accessory rings you can get right now. And I've still got to scroll my LGR again, but yeah, I'm waiting for resets to come back out with yeah, just that whole bundle of like shield scrolls and protections if need be, if they're gonna blow up. But yeah, so then this is pretty much the basic stuff that we've been given in some of the events. The handkerchief, it's pretty good, and you can karma it as well, so it's worth keeping. Codex, I haven't collected a lot of cards, so yeah, I'm missing probably about 3 or 4 all stat there. Superior engraved Golex pendant, I've recently cubed this in the last $25 budget video, and yeah, it went 666, but it all stat dex and strength are good, because strength, it doesn't really hurt having it, and I'm mainly a dex xenon, as you can see here from my dex stat. And yeah, so the second pendant is a superior Golex pendant as well. Some people have asked me how are you able to equip 2 of these. If you look at the description underneath where it says unique item, it doesn't say unique equip. So here it says untradeable unique equipped item, therefore you can only equip 1. With the pendants, it's only untradeable until you karma it, so therefore you can wear 2. So it's the best combination of pendants. It's pretty much eliminated all the other ones. You could have like dominators and VIPs and CHTPs, and unless you had a really good CHTP, but still the set effect you can see in the window there is good, because even though I don't have the belt on, I get the 4 set effect because I technically am wearing 4 of the equips. This is one of my 2 whip blades. The other whip blade is on my training xenon that is just pretty much the training partner that I have. But this one is a lot better than the one on my training xenon, because this was done with 9 attack with 3 all stat scrolls, and then I've enhanced it 10 times, and it's obviously legendary. The bonus potential is not very good. Oh well, it's okay for a reveal, but I've still got to I'd like to get some percent attack on it or something like that down the track when bonus potential cubes come out once again. My Tyrant belt, this is probably my least touched item out of all of my stuff, because this was the item that I did first, because it was one of the first Tyrant equips that I got. And yeah, I'm probably never going to touch this belt again, because yeah, 21% and then 5 unique and then 3 all stat on it. It's pretty much all done. Okay, I keep re-anviling this because I don't know, I like changing it around every once in a while. This hat I'm never going to recube because Advanced Blessed with 6% all stat is a good stat, and yeah, with a bonus potential of 13 attack as well makes it a 44 attack hat. So yeah, it's pretty good. These two I plan on replacing next. As you can see, before I took my pets away, I've been doing Commercy. I'm slowly gathering up the dinero to be able to buy, well, first the face, because I want to replace this, because pretty much I'm going to scroll it with the 5 all stat scrolls, and you can scroll it 7 times, so therefore it'll be 35 added onto 5, I think, so it'll be a 40 attack, 40 all stat with no attack on it, but the 40 all stat is better than having, say, 10 attack or whatever you get. And then I'll potential it and go for all stat or dex, strength, luck combinations. And then I'll eventually look to replace this, but it's not high on my priority list at the moment. This I'm going to be recubing somewhere down the track to try and get, oh well, if I've got nothing else to do, I'll recube it. But right now, the 6 all stat and 9% dex with 2% dex epic bonus potential is still pretty good. I need to change the neb on it though when all stat nebs become more common. These pants, what I'd prefer to do is to make another set of pants like this. It all really, with all this gear, it really depends if additional options comes out for GMS or not. If it does, then I've got to pretty much remake all my gear, not from scratch, but really just like getting it with additional options on it and then doing stuff to it, because the stats that it'll have on it will be a lot better. And yeah, then I'd probably, I don't know, it's like, I'll definitely move these over when I make a Unor when they come out. I'm not going to main a Unor, but I'll get one to, like, you know, 210 for the set, the link skill, I mean. So yeah, these shoes, I'm not going to touch these because 9 all stat, 9 dex, it's, yeah, still good, and bonus potential 10 attack with 3 all stat neb, so it's pretty much 21% dex if you look at it that way, or it's, you know, 12 all stat, 9 dex, so it's good for the Xenon. Earrings, these are a work in progress, but really what I've been thinking at the moment is I'm only doing small amounts on my gear. If I hit all stat and it's more than 3%, I tend to keep it, because as I said, with additional options we really don't know what's happening with it at the moment, because it was supposed to come out in the last update when they updated Cannoneer and Dual Blade, but they took it out, and yeah, so I'm not wanting to spend too much money on one item and then turn around and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that, because it's not like this gear is going to go to waste. I'll probably move it all onto my training Xenon, or like move what it needs and then probably, like, I don't know, move gear back onto my Corsair or something like that, so I can mess around on that, because I've still got the gun and secondary weapon for that. But anyway, yeah, I'll just look to slightly upgrade things. So like if I've got nothing else to upgrade and there's more than, you know, like 1 or 2 red cubes, then yeah, I'll chuck it on these earrings and try get it to legendary, or try get, you know, 9 all stat or 12 all stat combinations. Shoulder pad, I got 6 all stat on it, so I just went, alright, keeping it for now, and then I'll worry about it later. This is like, this is my second item that I need to re-scroll along with the LGR, because I really just I was messing around with Chaos Scroll of Goodness, and yeah, nothing came of it, and it was during the time when Unique Potential Scrolls came out, well, not last time but the time before, and yeah, I just wanted to get it on and move my other shoulder pad over to my training Xenon because it needed it. Rank 1 dojo gloves. I've only just started getting these by chance because I run about well, the time I ran last night was 6:21, so no one else ran in the first round of counting that can do better than my time, so I got them. So I was just kind of like, I really don't care if I get them or not because I'm fine with rank 10. But it was nice getting that, so yeah, hopefully it's something that I can keep doing. Hybrid Heart, bought this off Steve, Aatrox, as it was. I looked at the stats and went, yeah, I like that combination, and I'd probably not be able to get that same, I'd have to be really lucky to get that same combination again, so yeah, I just bought it. Ghost Ship Exorcist Medal, I blew up my first one, but I managed to get this back again when they reset the quest line. Again, it's something I need to chaos scroll, but it's scrolling right now is just like getting, you know, things to work out. Like I might just normal chaos scroll it and then just keep resetting it until I get like, I don't know, another 3 attack on it, another 5 attack on it, maybe over 10 if I can. But yeah, Evolution Master, this is pretty much the best medal you can get from, well, like, it's the best medal you can get in the game. It's comparable to the Lucky Guy medal, but yeah, it takes a bit of time to do because you need to go into Evolution Lab 35 times by yourself, get dragged in by someone else 35 times, and then use 500 cores. So it can take you roughly between, depending on when you start it, between like 7 and 10 days if you do it properly, and it's worth it in the end. Changing over from just the next legend medal, I gained about 5k range, and yeah, just give me 1 second, I'm about to run out of space on my computer. Sorry about that. I've got my Game Capture HD, the Elgato program, open at the moment as well, and it was showing me how much free space I had on my drive that I record onto, and I was just slowly watching it go from 2 gigabytes to 1 gigabyte to 250 megabytes, and then I was just like, oh god, I'm not gonna have time to finish. So I just deleted some stuff and made up some free space. I have a really bad habit of not deleting old recorded stuff, because I tend to record stuff and then if I don't make it straight away, it just sits there, and then I'll remember that it's there and I'll use it for something. But then, yeah, I don't really have a good archiving system. It just, yeah, I just find old Maple recordings, and it's helpful sometimes, but other times it just wastes a lot of space. Okay, so as I was saying with this medal, it gave me about 5k range on top of the next legend medal that I had, and yeah, it was a pretty cheap increase, so it's a little thing, but it all adds up. The Octa controller, I've decided that I'm not going to touch this because I'm happy with the 20% boss, 15% PDR combination, because if you look at everything here, it says I've got 89 defense ignore, but it goes over 90 when I'm fully buffed, and the boss attack will go up to about 300 when I fully buff up as well. When I do parts code, you see total damage and boss damage, so yeah, it'll go over 300, and it's pretty much the best stacked combination you can have. With defense ignore, it doesn't go over 100% anymore. Before it did this, I think when I was fully buffed up, it was a 260 to 20 split, so like I had 260% boss and 220% defense ignore, so it was a perfect split between both of them. I didn't have too much of one or too much of the other, so yeah, I'm happy with how the Octa controller is. The only thing I'd probably do on it is bonus potential, but again, when I've got time and money and nothing else to do, I'll do that. Second last item, my Tyrant Altair cloak. It's pretty much done apart from the bonus potential. I need to get 10 attack on it, but 15% all stat, I'm happy with that. And then the 3 all stat neb, it's pretty much done. It needs another star on it, another 6 stars actually, but preferably another 1 star to make it 10 star. Same with my belt and shoe. Those, well, she only needs 2 more to make it 10, but this one needs 3 to make it 10, just to increase the attack a bit more, and yeah, it'll really help. Yeah, just bump my range up a little bit more, because I'm really going for that 2 mil split clean. So yeah, it's slowly getting there. The rank 1 gloves really helped. So I'll show you what my range is normally with just the rank 10, because I got the rank 10 anyway, because I stayed in the top 10 on rankings today, or yesterday. Yeah, so you can see these add, well, that's not a true calculation of what it is, because that just adds up to, you know, the 2 mil up there, but yeah, they do add a lot to my range. And then these are my other gloves that have decent sharpers on, so these are pretty much my dojo gloves that, well, I'd use them to buff SE as well, but yeah, 15% all stat, that was done quite a while ago, so yeah, it wasn't done intentionally for the Xenon, it's just a happy coincidence. And then the Lydium Heart, this is scrolled with the same scrolls I use to do the whip. So as you can see, it's got yeah, it's scrolled 9 times with 9 attack, 3 all stat scrolls, and yeah, it took longer than it did my gun and my whip, but yeah, it was still worth doing, and it got 1% dex, so I'm not going to touch it. It's for such a small thing, because it's level 30, so it's really hard to get high stats on it. It's not worth doing anything with, so I'll just leave that as it is. And then there's the totems here. People have been asking about where you get them. The Red Leaf High is coming out again, and I believe it has these totems in it. It normally has the old totems, which are still good, but not as, well, these ones are all equal, whereas the other ones kind of go, there's the lowest one and the second and then the highest, and yeah, they add up, but not as well as these things do. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of gear. I'm happy with the way that I'm going. I know I've still got stuff to do, and I, you know, plan to, well, either start buying an X with Meso and then doing $25 budget at the same time. So kind of keeping splits, you know, like I'll make sure to notify like when I've actually used real money and when I've used Meso. So yeah, okay, that's it. So yeah, keep an eye out for the next $25 budget and any other bossing videos that I come out with. I'll try to do a new Empress run. I took my mules in there the other day just to try and see if I could still do the same thing that I was doing before they made her a bit crazier, but yeah, it didn't really work out. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.